Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for having me. I'm happy to be here. My name is Michelle Prince, and I am author of Winning in Life Now. And I'm here today. I want to talk about purpose. I want to talk about living a life with purpose. And it starts by identifying what that purpose is. In the late 80s, I can remember one of my favorite movies was called Made in Heaven. Has anyone ever heard of that? Okay, not many, I don't think. The film starred Timothy Hutton and Kelly McGillis, and they were two people that fell in love while they were in heaven, but then they were separated when Annie, who was played by Kelly McGillis, had not yet earned her wings on Earth. So she had to leave heaven and go down to Earth and in the form of a human body as part of her duty. Now Mike, who was played by Timothy Hutton, is beside himself with despair. But the heavenly powers, they offer him a deal. He can return to Earth, but only on the stipulation that he and Annie will not remember each other. And then they're given 30 years to find one another. Back on Earth in a physical body, Mike can't seem to get it together. He keeps thinking to himself, there must be something more to life. There must be a reason why I'm here, but he can't seem to figure out what it is. The harder Mike tries to ignore this inner voice, the more persistent it becomes. Then one day, he meets some people who sense that Mike is struggling to unleash a strong inner desire. It seems to be connected to his love of music and to fragments of a song that keep playing over and over inside his head throughout the whole movie. In order to better express this song, Mike teaches himself how to play the saxophone. And to his delight, the more skillful he becomes as a saxophone player, the more fragments of the song he brings forth. Ultimately, it is Mike's magnificent saxophone performance of the song in its entirety that reunites him with Annie. It's a great story, or a great movie. I encourage you to get it. But to this very day, I can still remember the words of Mike's song. It was as if at that point in my life they struck a chord in me because I needed to hear them. And from that point on, they've really served as a powerful reminder for me. And these are the lyrics from the song. If you don't really know where you want to go, it makes no difference which road you take. You know, how many of us are walking down roads that are leading nowhere? How many of us have a feeling that our lives could be happier and more prosperous, but our current circumstances are holding us back and making it impossible for us to succeed? The Made in Heaven Mike, he didn't know where he was going because he didn't know what he wanted. Because he didn't have a purpose, he didn't really care where he ended up. Could that Mike or Mary be you? I think many of us are so busy moving through our lives that we don't stop long enough to even ask whether there is a purpose behind all this activity. We wake up, we go to work, we pay the bills, and we just simply exist, doing the same thing day in and day out because we think it's what we should be doing. We don't bother dreaming about what we want in life because we're stuck in the rut of thinking that we need this job, this relationship, this life. It's comfortable. And, change is scary. Let me ask you, are you stuck in a rut? Are you afraid of change? If you fit that stuck in a rut description, I want to reassure you that there is something better for you and for every person who feels they're missing out on something. You really can have so much more. You can have more happiness, more peace, more joy, more success, more satisfaction. How many people want any of those things? Raise your hand. That's what I thought. It all starts by knowing what you want and then living on purpose. Purpose is the goal or intended outcome of something. It's a destination or a process that leads to achieving what you want in life. But a lot of people don't even have a purpose. They don't have a direction. They don't even have motivation to move toward what they want because they haven't defined what that is. They don't have goals. How many times have you heard someone say, I don't know, when asked, what do you want to do in life? Or where do you see yourself 5 years from now? It's funny, if you ask that exact same question to a room full of preschoolers, you'll get a totally different answer. They're so excited, they'll tell you exactly what they're going to be when they grow up. They know for sure. Nobody has shattered their dreams or stomped on their hopes. I can see a lot of adults shaking their heads and smiling. Just wait till you grow up, kids. Wait till you meet the real world. It's so sad but true that a lot of adults have given up on their dreams because, they've been crushed by the realities of bills, mortgages, raising a family, and all the other pressures of being an adult. But our dreams don't ever really go away, do they? If you reach into your deepest memory pockets, I bet you'll still find those same dreams tucked away, just waiting for you to pull them out and dust them off. Who said you couldn't have your dreams come true or live a life that is hopeful, happy, and secure? I'm guessing it wasn't anyone in particular. No one held a press conference on your life and said, you can't do it. Or it is possible that maybe someone did tell you you couldn't do it, maybe a family member or another adult that you looked up to, someone you thought who knew better. You know, these people, their dreams didn't come true. So why on earth would anyone in their, close circle of friends or family's dreams come true either? You know, all of this is possible. What you tell yourself, though, is what's more important, not what someone else tells you. The fact is, the only person who may have lost faith in your goals is you, no matter what someone has said to you. But the good news is, the only person who can change your life around is you. It all starts with deciding, what do you want in life? Where do you want to go? What do you want to have? How do you want to live? The answers to those questions are so important, and I really encourage each one of you to sit down, write those questions down, and write the answer to it. You might be surprised to see what you find. In other words, it just starts with living on purpose. I know that sounds easier said than done. I've been where you're sitting today. But remember Mike in Made in Heaven, the movie I was telling you about? He loved music. He had a passion for it. He really wanted to learn how to play that saxophone. So do you think those long hours of practice were tedious for Mike? Do you think he considered them work? Ask anyone who loves what they do whether they consider it work or joy. For me personally, I love what I do. I spend more time and more hours working in this business than I have in most of my businesses throughout my life. But it's a passion of mine, so it doesn't feel like work to me. I love it. So again, find out what it is you're passionate about, and it won't feel like work. You have everything within you right now to be the best you that God created. You were perfectly created, just the way you were supposed to be, in order to fulfill a purpose here on earth. Finding and then living that purpose, as Mike discovered in the movie, it's not only possible for each of us, but it's our mission. It's why we are here on earth in a physical body. Do you know what your mission is? Do you know what your passion is?